Hello everyone and welcome to my new YouTube channel called as Advanced Coding. So in today's tutorial, I will tell you how to program a logic for palindrome. Palindrome is a very popularly asked question in interview in software engineering interviews. So first of all, we should know what is a palindrome. So palindrome is a number or a word that remains the same even if it is reversed. Okay. So palindrome can be a number or can be a word that remain the same even if it is reversed. Okay. So here are some examples of palindrome. This is the original word and this is the reversed word. So for example, our first word is rotor, rotor. So even if we reverse it or if we read it from behind, it is called as rotor or it is spelled as rotor. So its meaning remains the same and it does not change. Okay. So for example, the our second word is refer. So refer. So even if we read it in the backward manner or reverse manner, it meaning is remaining the same. Okay. So it is refer. Its meaning remains the same. It does not change. So our third word is was. Okay. So if we reverse the third word was, it becomes saw. SAW as written here. Okay. So this word is not a palindrome. So in case of numbers, our fourth example is 3456. Okay, this is a number. So if we reverse it, its values change. Okay, so it becomes 6543, 6543. And lastly, our fifth example is 838. So even if we reverse this number, its value remains the same. That is 838. So this number is a palindromic number. So we will write a logic by using Java programming language. As you can see here, I already created a file called as palindrome.java. I am using Visual Studio Code for programming. So we will create a class. So class palindrome. Okay. So we will write the main method public static void main string args. Okay. So our program starts from here since this is a main method. Okay. So first of all, we need to create three variables, primary variables. So we will create integer variable int a comma sum is equal to 0 comma 10. So one can create any variable. I am creating int a. I am creating the sum which I am giving sum is equal to 0 and I am creating 10. So there is no zero value for 10. Okay. So I will use an integer to check whether it is a palindrome or not. So as in the example, I will use 838. Okay. So I will create a new variable int n is equal to 838, 838. Okay. So we will use while loop. Sorry. Then first of all, we will give this value to our uh, earlier variable called as temp. Temp is equal to n. Okay. So this value 838 is stored in the variable called as temp. Okay. So now we will use while loop. to build the logic of the palindrome program. Okay, so while n greater than 0, as you can see, n is given the value of 838. So the value of n can never be 0. So we have used while n greater than 0. Okay. So now we will use a is equal to n percentage 10. Okay. So it is used to find reminder. The percentage symbol is used to find the reminder. Okay, just remember it. In the interview, you have to explain each and every steps, each and every statements. So I will write in comment, percent is used to find the reminder. Okay. So after that we will use sum, since we have to also find the sum. Sorry, it should be in the bracket. Sum asterisk 10. So it is multiplied by 10 plus a. Okay. Since we have already defined the variable a, as you can see here. Okay. So this variable is used here. Okay. So now we will use n is equal to n divided by 10. Okay. So our while loop ends here. Okay. So now we will use if temp equal to sum system dot out dot println. It is a palindromic number. Okay. So if it satisfies the value, that is temp is equal to sum, then the output is printed as it is a palindrome number. Okay. And if it does not satisfies the value, else system dot out dot println, it is not a palindrome number. Okay. So our program is finished here. So let us check whether it is working properly or not. See, the program is working. So the output is, it is a palindromic number. Okay. So if we check our input, it was 838. Okay. So as you can see here, as I explained earlier, 838 is a palindromic number. Okay. So now we will change our input. I will write 890. Okay. You can give any input. I will save the program and I will run again. So as you can see here, this is the output. It is telling that it is not a palindromic number. So 890 is not a palindromic number. Okay. So thank you for watching.